Hey everyone, it's Jamie and welcome back to my channel. Anyways, over this past weekend, I was actually very busy. If you follow me on Instagram, you would probably know I went to New York City and I saw the Phantom of the Opera on Broadway. It was amazing. If you've been following my channel for a while, you can probably guess that I love Phantom of the Opera. Anyway, so we're going to jump right into this, as well as we're going to afterwards look at the Q&A posts that were collected on the Q&A tweets that were collected by the Sims community website. And then we're going to kind of discuss and talk about what I see, what I'm thinking, what I'm excited for, what I'm not excited for. So let's get right into this.
Wow, it's been a wild year. I won a scholarship, switched housing.
Already. All right, so number one, scholarships. So there definitely seems to be some kind of initiative to do better in high school. If you don't already know, in The Sims 4, we do kind of have elementary school, have high school system. There are rabbit holes, kind of like so much as a lot of the careers we have in the game. Kind of go, and then sometimes you'll get some pop-ups, and about work and what's going on. And there's kind of, at this point, there isn't really to seem too much initiative to do well in it. And that's because there was no college before, and there was no kind of, it might help you better in your career. So I'm really excited that now there seems to be more initiative to do that better, because really only focusing on doing well in school seems to be kind of a more of a gameplay or storytelling kind of thing. There isn't like a really reward. I do like that they've added that. Looking at this already, I'm seeing so many nice, cool things. You're getting college bedspreads. Love it. We're getting what looks like a new clock. I like have never seen that before, so that could be new, but I'm pretty sure that's new. We have something like this already in the game, so I don't know if it's just a new skin, a reskin, or something completely. This seems like a new poster. We have kind of like these posters that reference real things in the world. Like this is referencing Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Moon. Here it's, I don't know, Pink Floyd's Dark Side of the Plum Bob. I don't know. It looks like we're getting a lot of new posters, college decals. Loving it. Loving it. Once again, we have this kind of like odd robotics thing, and we got new hair. Loving it. One thing to note, there's multiple dorms, it says, because it says I switched dorms multiple times. So I don't know if each college will have maybe two dorm buildings. And I feel like that's not uncommon for colleges that offer dorming to have multiple dorms. My school had three different buildings. Two of them were open up to freshmen. One of them was only for freshmen, but freshmen could live in either Smith Hall or what we call the treehouse. Beyond your freshman year, you then got the option to live in the treehouse or in what is called the artist residence. Other than that, you also have the options to live off campus. And then looking at the screen, I'm seeing some really nice things. So this is the elevator that you have when you're building in the apartments for city living. So, and it looks like there's a shell here, and I don't think it's going to be, you can change it. So it definitely seems like it's very heavily inspired or heavily borrowing from the apartment building, or yeah, the apartment buildings from City Living, which I love, because that's kind of what I wanted. In The Sims 3, the dorm rooms, in my opinion, had too much free range. I like this, it's a little bit more like boom, boom, this is all you get.
The worst roommate. Now we're besties. We moved off campus.
Alright, so I like that we moved off Ooh, that door. Oh, I want that door. And this is this thing I was thinking about when I first saw this. It's so close to school. I was wondering if this is technically this could be one of two things. This could be like an apartment because you see it has the multiple stairs. So like maybe this is a unit and like this over here could be part of a unit. Who knows? That, or I was thinking it was for a sorority house. So, I recently built a sorority house on my channel, so I'm excited about that. Also, I love these. These like go up like 2 floors, and I'm wondering how they work. And I want them in my game now. Also, this brick isn't like great, but I do like it. This door and these columns I want so badly.
I took up sports, got the W, then joined.
That's another really cool thing in the sense that at first I was thinking this soccer thing wasn't going to be a sport. It was just going to be kind of an activity that, I don't know, you kick the ball, but this seems to suggest that it's going to be a sport activity and that people can participate or watch it. And I'm excited about that. I also love, once again, all this school spirit in the different uniforms. This thing here kind of reminds me of the archaeology table or the woodworking table or flower arranging table. I really like that, so it seems like another skill kind of item. And maybe one of the Q&As that we'll discuss in a minute that robots could join the family, but they weren't something you could build in Creative Sim. They take skill to make and they can join the family. I wonder if they're going to be more like pets in the sense that you can't control them, or if they're going to be kind of like in Jungle Adventure, if you like add a skeleton guard to your house and you just have like the skeleton running around your house. I wonder if it's gonna be something like that. Um, which brings me to an unrelated point. We need more skeleton content in The Sims 4. Oh, I want these windows so badly. Just gimme, 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 gimme all of these windows. And this decal door. And like, are these new columns or if these build like these have to be new columns that might kind of like the jungle adventure columns that just kind of like stick to it and aren't like actual columns. And these door, oh, I just want all of these to build in buy mode. And if they're not, I don't know what I'll do.
I got in tight with a study group.
I love the secret side. I love the new robes. I wonder if they come in different swatches. I also love how it reacts to different forms. So I feel like some clothes in The Sims 4, some of them do a really good well. Where if you have a sim that might be a little heavier, little junk in the trunk, it'll actually wrap around. And other ones where it just kind of go, it just gets rid of the form. So I don't know. Some curvy sims just no matter what you put them in, they're curvy. Um, some things I'm noticing there seems to be some of them have this kind of like brooch on. I'm wondering if that's like designated to certain leaders or something. And also, do you see these masquerade masks? I just went to Phantom of the Opera. I can live out my phantom dreams, except there probably won't be a half mask. Hear me, Sims team? I want a half mask. Okay, this also I love. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if this secret society will be occult related or if these are just like an animation. I'm interested to find out. You guys know me. I love my occults. I ain't no little Simsy up in here hating on them vampires and them witches and them Strangerville freaks. I love them.
Keeping it one hundo.
This makes me wonder if there's gonna be some kind of update to the Simstagram system. There probably won't. This probably is just for advertising. But if there could be some kind of update to the Simstagram system, that would be like that'd be tight. I want these stairs. Oh, I have a feeling cause we'll get to the stuff in a minute where we talk about classes and rabbit holes and stuff. And this better be usable. Give me them stairs.
Adult. But if I'm gonna get a jump on my career, I should probably figure out what I want to be. Lawyer? Engineer? Look, let's be real.
So I love that there's specific careers that can come out of this. I'm not sure if those are the only things that this can help you with. Like, I'm wondering if, like, maybe you studied law or something, if that would help you at all in the politician career, or if you studied engineering, if it could help you in the science career instead of going into being an engineer, if you did kind of like an education or liberal arts rather than, being a teacher, which will come up in a second. If you become something else, I don't know. So they use those three examples, but I'm wondering if there's more. And I'm also wondering if you become a teacher, if it could relate to what you studied in college. For example, if you, because they said art history is one of the majors here, which I was a double major in art history, yo. Could you be an art history professor? I don't know. These are the things I can't wait to find out.
I am having way too much fun. I don't want this to end.
Oh, there's a blue lobster.
I'll be a teacher. Then I can party.
This is like also such a teacher look. I love this.
Days. Oh, we getting wild now. So, what do you think? You're so right. This year's gonna be even better. Think I could be a mascot? Do they get paid to do that? Because I need some serious simoleons to pay off my loan. I think they're gonna take my stuff. I don't want to pretend like I know how to run a bank, but come on, I'm still in school. I can't pay that off.
That's also really funny. That last part about your stuff getting taken back, because it makes me wonder if we're getting the repo man back or if your stuff can get repossessed. There's so many things that could happen. I love it. All right, so we got the Sim Guru and Q&As. So pretty much after each trailer, they were just, this is part two. Let's go to part one. Part one came out a few weeks ago, so you probably know some of this stuff, but and some of this stuff also kind of gets repeated. Alrighty, are bicycles and piercings coming with Discovery University or a patch prior to this? To my knowledge, with Discovery University. I don't know if you saw in the first trailer, we're getting some facial piercings. It's a little sad that they're coming just in this pack and they're not going to be like in a free update, but that also opens the door for maybe different variations coming out free, especially bikes, but I can also understand they want to entice you to buy this pack. So, of course, they're not going to give you bikes for free. Can you confirm if there are any buildable lots on campus or only shell buildings? There are a few buildable lots to build on. This makes me wonder if these are going to be like community lots, libraries. We'll get into the classrooms in a second. The plum bots will be playable like into the future. We have different bots to play with, and one can join your household. They didn't really tell you much about them. This is a new item, and they're not going to be stuck to the shelf, which is nice. You can pretty much put them anywhere. Wonder if we can make robots and create a sim like Occults, but says no, you can only make them with the robotic skill, and it takes a ton of time or a ton of work to make with this gift of work. Hi Dave, this is super important to me. I don't see anywhere what it says about art, writing, or music as majors or fields of study. And then brings up blah blah blah. I wouldn't worry, it's not all science and tech. There's plenty of arts and humanity related degrees too, which I think we'll get into what the 12 degrees are. There's actually a nose ring in the trailer, or is it a stud? It's a stud, not a nose ring, sadly. I used to have a nose ring, I miss it all the time. We got some more new tattoos, very minimal. Yeah, so we are getting toilet stalls to build with. If there's any new deaths, and they said there might be, which makes me feel like there is one. Here we go. Here someone said, wait, or Spring Sims. It says Spring University. Wait. Student loans. I've never happy cried talking about student loans until this thing. Wow. Yeah, I'm not at that point. I'm still too salty to happy cry about that. And this says, but if she doesn't pay them and they take her stuff, so yep, we're gonna get some kind of repo man, repossession, um, system going on. Love it. Hype mania, loans, scholarships. Yes, loans and scholarships. Yeah, Professor Frostel's kind of a vanilla-esque response, but whatever. I have a question. Are toddlers going to be able to go off campus if our young adult has a, or are adults going to be able to go on to campus if a young adult doesn't have sim? Toddlers can visit, but you can't live in university housing with your baby such toddler, which makes sense. You can't do that in the real world, at least not in America or in most American schools. I'm sure there's some example out there, though. Question about bikes. Are they exclusive to the university world or worlds? Or can I use them in, say, Willow Creeks? You can ride them wherever, like Brums. Okay, but Sim, Guru, Frost, will classes be accessible for us to watch our Sims to learn or possibly sleep in, or are they all rabbit holes? Rabbit holes. But even with rabbit holes, time management is an absolute and must take multiple classes to get good grades. So, this one I have mixed feelings on, and only because, so to be honest, I don't want to follow my Sims to class. I don't want to sit there and watching them watch lectures. I went through lectures in class for 40 years. Even though I loved it, I don't want to watch my Sim do it. I'm sorry. I just don't. So I don't mind them being rabbit holes. However, my biggest fear of them being rabbit holes is then that means that stairs we saw, the round ones, might not be an actual item we can build. And it also might mean that a lot of those like 2-story windows I want really badly might not actually be buildable. See, that's like the only the downside. Like the only thing I'm upset with that. I know some people on Twitter are upset because they didn't want rabbit hole classes. They really just wanted to be able to follow their Sims or have it be similar to some of the other careers where you can follow your Sim to work or choose to stay home. And I'm just gonna say, yeah, I don't really care about going to follow them to class, but I want those windows and I want those round stairs. I am like the weird one in this community. Honestly, I don't mind them being rabbit holes in the Sims 3. There was only one lecture per semester and also one activity class on public law. I wonder, Sim Frost, are we getting those activity classes, AG, like painting on campus grounds for final? I feel like we already know the answer to that because we saw it in the trailer. But while there aren't specifically classes, we have events that are tied to university organizations that happen in between classes that can contribute to overall success. For example, a figure painting get together. Love it. That's what I'm fighting for. I would rather follow my Sims to secret societies, to clubs, to debates, than following them to class. Especially if it helps build on their skills, so that when they go to class, they can succeed more. Kind of like with the Get Famous career, where you're getting ready for an audition. You might have to get your fitness up from to a level 5 or something, And in here, you get your drawing skills up to a level whatever. Did we add 2-story columns specifically? No. Did your eyes deceive you? No. I think that's report. I didn't see what this was actually replying to. I was wondering if it was those images I saw, if there was 2-story ones I didn't see. Oh yeah, so it is what I was thinking of. Do my eyes deceive me? 2-story columns. This is interesting. Is that a yes or a no? And Dave said, Ninja, you need to be straightforward or you're getting expelled. Did we add two-story columns specifically? No. So that makes me wonder if they're coming in a free patch, um, or if the way they work is kind of different. I don't know about you guys, but I'm actually pretty excited for The Sims 4 Discovery University. Like I said, I'm not one of those people that's upset that classes are going to be. Oh, yeah. I'm not one of those people who's upset that classes are going to be rabbit holes. I don't really. And the reason I say that is because this doesn't sound fun to me. I'm going to class. But with that said, I'm still really hoping for all those build mode items. If I do not get a two-story window, I swear, Sims Team, I swear, and I don't want it like in debug or whatever. I want to be able to use it, and I want those stairs. That's like all I'm asking for. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know down below if there's anything you're excited for. Let me know what you're not excited for, and let me know what you thought about just the new trailer in general. Make sure to like and subscribe. Check out some of my other content, and as well as I got some other things I'm hoping to get out this week. We'll see though. I'm kind of slacking.